You know what, Stanley?
Brian.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? How about this direction? Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well,
In
it
a
could be anything.
plain hallway with nothing
What do you
in it.
want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story.
Yeah, so
no lines
get him out of
or
here.
monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah,
This is
a
new.
choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
You don't just open the door and let me walk through one. I'm actually getting tired of that. What is that?
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times?
Wait, what? That's kind of crazy.
Determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
I'm saying,
if I
like,
don't
you
wanna
can't just be
forget?
telling us this because we know.
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
Wait, that means
side.
since the very
Why don't
first
I get a
playthrough. Wait,
it
no way,
can't
because I've
be.
only been recording for
I don't
19
want
minutes.
I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I
Right.
won't do it.
Just gonna stand here, I guess. Let me sit down and leave.
And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
We did that a couple
whatever it
times
is
now.
that made this schedule? How would we even know? Well, in the meantime, if you...
What the heck is that?
New content? What does that mean?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As
Okay.
you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Oh my.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? Why don't we just reset the game? And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
I'm pretty sure I'm still in the confusing
No
ending, by the
frills.
way. Okay.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Don't kill me in here, though. I'm not gonna lie, there's no way I'm going down there. Sorry, I know we're kind of like friends now, or something like that. Wait, did I just break the confusing ending? And it takes 20 minutes to get over there. I'm not doing that again.
For he
Yeah, exactly. So
would
how do I
dismantle the
Okay. Yep. Okay.
blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
What
He
is
had
happening?
won.
What?
He had defeated
This
the
game
machine.
is crazy.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever
Looks
life he
beautiful with that
lives,
music and everything.
it will be his. And that was all he needed to know.
Please actually let me go.
It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
No way.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
I saved his life. Wait, I beat the game. What? Wait, that's crazy. Oh.
Stanley! Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it.
What kind of dungeon?
Just our little secret.
Oh my god.
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life
It's one of the craziest games I've ever played.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC. You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was.
Wait, what?
It was literally every
that one was
game
better?
ever created. It was Skyrim.
Oh, at the time.
It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now, it's nothing.
What do I care about the game reviews for, bro?
These were simpler times, Stanley. What I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the Memory Zone before. What's this?
Cool,
What's down here? Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam. Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art.
I'm just
Like
thinking
I
about
let
it. How did
these
I get
people
here
down.
from a normal
Perhaps
office? I've been playing for an hour and so much happened.
So the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. There
I
a
was thinking
skip
about that.
button.
But it just gets cut off.
A skip button. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have. And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
What? I'm back.
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy
that sounds
ruminations
good.
on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more... Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of
I'm guessing we're gonna be here for a
self-absorption-
while, so just do it. Don't even
Okay,
know.
welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes.
Oh my.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate,
All right, go on,
I
then.
do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and Stanley,
You're the one that's
please
talking.
don't
Come
push the
on, move
button
on
again.
then.
I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it. Oh, Stanley, you're
Oh my.
back.
Wait, what the
You're
heck?
back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Alright, my bad, bro.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here, not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that
You
it's
got
exactly the same
4
as
seconds.
always? Doesn't that feel like what's you? You're here again, welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me
Wait.
describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret.
Things I'm trying to hear about that. Is he dead? Stanley? Or narrator?
But they didn't understand
Oh.
the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They
He didn't know
bemoaned,
I'm
they
here, just-
screamed, they
Okay.
gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. they had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart.
Bro, I just gotta keep going at this point, see if anything happens.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the...
That might be one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Just look at it, bro. Wait, how long has it been? Oh, even this is the narrator ever coming back? I'll just run. I'm free.